Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deszren. Most people call me Des. Feel free to call me whichever. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how I dye my hair a nice soft brown auburn type of color. And tell me why at this point in time I said, am I balding? Is that a bald spot? But it was not. That is just the reality of someone with medium density hair, but also fine hair. It looks like I have a lot of hair because I do, but my hair is fine, so it doesn't always seem that way. We are getting right into this video. I am using Loreal Hicolor soft brown and mixing it with light auburn. I am using 20 and 30 volume developer for this process today. And I also have a spoolie because I plan on dyeing my eyebrows. We're gonna see how that turns out. I don't know. Make sure you have some gloves, a plastic cap, and hair ties to section off your hair. The reason why I have 20 volume and 30 is because I'm going to be doing 30 volume on the mid shaft of my hair and 20 volume on my roots and my ends. You don't necessarily need to use 30 volume developer on your ends because my hair is already dyed. My ends are already porous. I don't need to use a higher developer on my ends. And for your roots, you don't need a high developer as well too because your roots process very fast and you're gonna save your roots and your ends for last. So what you see me doing right here is actually just opening up my roots. It had been a little bit since I had washed my hair, so my roots were still twisted up. You wanna make sure that you get a full coverage with this dye, and you need to open up your roots in order to do that if you want your color to come out nice and even. I had so many dance breaks during this process, y'all. I kept laughing as I was editing this video because I'm like, what was I listening to? Doesn't matter. Anyways, you're gonna slam your bowl down, clearly. I don't know why I was so aggressive with my bowl, but you're gonna take the first color. I literally did a 50-50 ratio of each color. So I'm gonna dump out an entire bottle of the light auburn and then an entire bottle of the soft brown. And then I'm gonna mix it with 30 volume developer. I don't do exact measurements. I go based off of viscosity. I'm feeling fancy. I'm using fancy words. I go based off viscosity, y'all. So I don't want it to be too thick and I don't want it to be too runny, but it needs to be liquidy enough to fully penetrate my locks. Even though my locks are on the smaller side, you want to make sure that you are getting full coverage. It is very easy to miss spots when you are dyeing locks. To avoid that, don't be afraid to buy extra color. Don't be afraid to use a lot of product on your hair. And the reason why you should not be afraid to use a lot of product on your hair is because you're going to wash the absolute, I don't want to cuss, but you want to wash the crap out of your hair. Like, I feel like the reason why a lot of people will say, oh, don't use this product and don't use too much of this is because a lot of people don't know how to properly wash their locks and they're scared to really get in there. And I'm not new to this. I'm definitely true to this. I've been doing this for a very long time now. So I trust myself to use a lot of product in my hair when it comes to this specifically. And you want to make sure that after you're done using your developer, put the cap back on. Do not leave it open. Even if you're going to be using more of it, put the cap back on. That can jeopardize the quality of your developer, leaving it open, leaving it exposed to oxygen. So just do me and yourself and your pockets a favor and don't waste a developer by leaving it open. I am literally only applying the mixture to the mid part of my hair. I'm saving my ends and my roots for last. Don't worry if you still get some on your ends, you still get some on your roots. It's kind of impossible to avoid that, especially doing this by yourself. But do your best. It does not have to be perfect, but do your best. And this is what it should look like. As you can see, my roots still have defined separation and my ends are still separated. Well, dry, no product. Anyways, that is the face of somebody who got dye on their camera, but it's okay. So now I'm done with majority of my head. I just have the front two sections left. And you want to also make sure that you're doing this side to side. Don't just do one full section and then go on to your next section. You need to be going back and forth, side to side, so that your hair processes at the same time. Look at me putting my cosmetology license to use, y'all. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of myself. Anyways, go side to side. You will thank me later, and you won't have to have the product on your hair longer than needed. And make sure too that you're squeezing the product into your locks, especially if your locks are on the thicker side. This is what it should look like. I did already put some product on my end, so I did do the same 50-50 mixture of the color along with 20 volume developer. I already applied it to the majority of my ends here, and so I'm just gonna do the very last section. I did my ends before I even touched my roots. When I tell you, your roots will process so fast. If you don't care about having hot roots, rock out, do whatever you gotta do. Just slap the color on the whole head if you really want to. The only time I will say that is perfectly okay is if you're going very dark, black, super dark brown, where you're not really lifting the hair. When I say lifting the hair, I mean using a higher developer than 10 to lift your hair so that the color actually deposits. 10 volume developer is not really meant to lift the hair, but that's a conversation for another day. So save your roots for last if you want it to look nice and even, and dare I say professional, because when I tell you I was so proud of how these results came out and how even my hair came out. If you've been here for a while, then you would know the last set that I had, I colored the absolute shit out of my hair so many different times, and it destroyed my locks, and that's ultimately why I had to start over. So as you can see, this time around, I waited a very long time to touch up my dye, literally an entire year. Before this, I did not dye my hair until before I started my locks. So if you're already thinking about commenting about, oh, this is the reason why you had to start over, I know. Life is so short, and it's my hair at the end of the day. I'm not dyeing it like I was. I'm not bleaching my hair, and I really only plan on touching up my color 1 to 2 times a year. That is it. My hair is fine. It's not falling off the bone. And I also don't want to admit when this video was recorded. It was months ago. Like, my hair is longer than this. I'm gonna do an update video for y'all. Life has been crazy. I moved. I've been working OD. I got surgery. It's just a lot going on. It's a lot going on. I got foot surgery, y'all, okay? Nothing crazy. But it's a lot going on. And if you know, like, if you're a content creator, like, you know, content creation is literally a job. Like, this is some people's full-time jobs. I have a full-time job. It's doing hair. I'm not gonna lie, after a full day of doing hair, do you think I want to edit a video? The answer is no, I don't. But I'm gonna try to do better, because I've been having people reach out to me asking where the hell I've been. They miss my videos, and I really miss creating content too. I just have to suck it up and honestly just be more productive when it comes to managing both real life and social media. So enough of that. I'm literally just applying the product to my roots. I'm smoothing it in with my hands in between too. Make sure that you have a brush for this. Like, you can just use your fingers, but it's much easier to apply the product to your roots and your ends with a brush. For the mid shaft of my hair, I just used my hands because it was easier. But make sure you have a brush. It's going to make your life so much easier, and it's going to make this process go by faster, and it will also allow a more even application of the color. Now, this whole process did take a little minute. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I did this so long ago, I don't remember how long this took me, but it took forever, okay? It took forever. So now at this point, we are fully saturated with the color. Now that we have our roots done, we really don't need this color on for that much longer. The color has already been sitting on majority of my hair for well over 30 minutes, and we really don't need it on our roots for any longer than about 15 minutes. So in this 15 to 20 minutes, because I really don't remember if it was more than 15 minutes, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But let's just say, in the 15 to 20 minutes, this is when I'm going to apply the color to my eyebrows. Why I decided to do this, I don't know, because I barely have eyebrows as it is, and the color is not too far off from like my eyebrows, if that makes sense. So it didn't really show up that well, and especially when I fill in my eyebrows, it's not the same color as the dye. So if you want to do this, if you have the nice fluffy full eyebrows to do this, rock out, do what you gotta do. I still did it anyways, and it didn't do much, but I'm kind of not mad that it didn't do much, because I feel like if it did too much, I would have looked like I had no eyebrows, even more than I already don't. So yeah, I left that on for the majority of the time that it stayed on my hair, gave it a nice little washy wash, rinsey rinse, and these were the results. I am so happy with how this came out. I'm debating on for future touch-ups if I want to add just a dash of red to really make the color pop even more. But I just love this color. I love how soft it is. I love that I can wear anything with this hair color and it just goes. And it's so easy to apply. It's just tedious. So have some patience while you're doing this. Be nice to yourself. And let me know if you guys have any questions or comments. Bye, y'all.